NBA 2K20 might have set a new bar when it comes to looking like a virtual casino.
They are essentially glorifying gambling.
Really on the nose, ridiculous gambling type things.
Gambling, loot boxes,
Gambling.
2K gambling.
Such an obvious promotion for gambling.
Okay, let's back up a little. Toward the end of 2018, a number of different countries took notice of a rising issue in video games. Regulatory bodies began to launch investigations into microtransactions, the small purchases in video games which allow users to spend real money on virtual content. Microtransactions often come in the form of loot boxes, a randomized system in which the player purchases a random set of loot, similar to a pack of trading cards in real life. This system has proven itself to be unhealthily addictive.
Because the prices are just going up for like the most, like with esports games and just everything else. The cost for more weapons, costumes, and everything else, and like DLCs and stuff, just to continue on with the story of the game is just absurd.
I've probably spent more than $600 on video games.
I spent $110 on 2K this year.
I've probably spent $2,000 on video games.
This past August, 2K Sports revealed their trailer for NBA 2K20's My Team, a game mode in which the player, through loot boxes, can build and play with a team of their favorite NBA players over the years. However, there's something off-putting about the trailer. While this is technically a trailer for a basketball video game, you wouldn't know it by watching. The trailer overwhelmingly focuses on its loot box elements, which suspiciously resemble machines one might find in a casino. The presence of microtransactions in this form is probably the most egregiously close to gambling microtransactions have gotten. Suspiciously, the Entertainment Software Rating Board, or the ESRB, determined that NBA 2K20, gambling and all, is appropriate to people of all ages. The game was rated E for everyone by the ESRB due to the board taking a stance that loot boxes are not considered gambling. If loot boxes are allowed to be this obvious in a video game without earning a 17+ rating, what does that mean for the future of video games? Will this encourage game developers in the future to make loot boxes a prevalent part of their games? Just recently, members of Parliament disagreed with the ESRB, concluding that loot boxes can be considered gambling, with Mr. Damian Collins saying, "Loot boxes are particularly lucrative for game companies, but come at high costs, particularly for problem gamblers, while exposing children to potential harm. Loot boxes will continue to thrive if people support games which abuse them, like NBA 2K20. So for right now, stick with 2K19. This is Dominic from Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.